obviously we do have laws addressing DEI and critical race theory and all these types of things. And why are we passing new laws? Because the solution to ambiguity in legislation is clarity. We're clarifying and we're honing in on what's existing, because what's existing has not been working, as the senator from 32 just mentioned, just one example of, I think we all heard yesterday on the floor, DEI is not happening in higher ed. And it's like, okay, well, here's just one example. Boise State has a class, UF 200, the Foundations of Ethics and Diversity, that's required. That's one example. The bill sponsor, Senator from District 4, has 100 pages that he brought to the DEI interim committee of places where this is currently happening. So it's like if existing law says DEI is illegal and it's not happening, the senator from 4, we had a whole committee on it. He has 100 pages of here's where it's happening, here, 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 here. So clearly the current laws aren't doing the trick. We can make things illegal all we want. Utah got a lot of praise for essentially doing the same thing, banning DEI, and then it turns out when you look behind the curtain, Utah just kind of reshuffled and renamed everything. So it's like, yeah, we banned DEI, but we just gave it a different name and put it under this umbrella. So these things are still going on. So why are we doing it? Because we need clarity. We've all heard the saying, the beatings will continue until morale improves. Well, until morale improves, we're going to keep clarifying, and we're going to keep pushing, because it's still happening. It's still happening. Is it growing government? I guess it depends on your definition of growing government. We pass multi-billion-dollar budgets in here without even debating, without a thought sometimes. I don't hear a lot of the growing government talk when we pass some of those budgets. So I think it's needed to just clarify what's already existing, Mr. President. It's a good bill, and I still think there's more work to be done here. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. I think it's interesting that sometimes this issue is talked about or spoken about as if it's not happening, or we have to dig very deep, when we don't have to dig very deep at all. I was just looking up stuff that's easily available online, Mr. President. Permission to read from Idaho State University.edu from their page, General Ed Objectives and Courses.
Having identified the source, the senator may read.
So, prefacing this by saying that this is currently, right now, happening right now at ISU, Boise State, and the University of Idaho. So from their page, one of ISU's objectives, it says, you guys can, if you want to read along, you can go look this page up right now. ISU objective number 9, cultural diversity. So these are required courses. So that they say, hey, here's one of the objectives you have to accomplish. There's several courses that can fulfill it, but if you want to graduate, our 3 big universities currently right now require students to do this. So again, this is ISU. Upon completion of a course in this category, and it's ISU Objective 9, Cultural Diversity, students are able to demonstrate the following competencies: identify the defining characteristics of culturally diverse communities in regional, national, or global contexts. Bullet point number 2, describe the influence of cultural attributes such as ability, age, class, epistemology, ethnicity, gender, language, nationality, politics, or religion inherent in different cultures or communities. Bullet point number 3, apply knowledge of diverse cultures to address contemporary or historical issues. There's a lot of buzzwords in there, but it's currently happening right now. So all of this talk of, we've made this law and we've made this law. Well, it's happening right now, and a state board of education resolution doesn't have the force of law while I appreciate that, it still has no teeth because it's just an idea. So again, I just wanted to re-emphasize, as they say, on the record, that these things are currently happening. So this bill is definitely another step in the right direction. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President,
Senator Semmelroth.
will the senator from 13 take a question to his last debate? Yield to a question.
Senator from 13, will you yield to a question?
Mr. President, no thanks.
Senator will not yield. Senator Semmelroth, would you like to debate?
Mr. President, to debate the bill.
You're recognized to debate the bill.
Senators, just to follow up from the senator from 13's debate, pointing out on the website listed right now for ISU under general education requirements, Objective 9, cultural diversity, what he read is correct. And then the courses listed underneath that standard include Intermediate Shoshone 1, Intermediate Shoshone 2, Introduction to Folklore and Oral Tradition, Peoples and Cultures of the Old World, Peoples and Cultures of the New World, Latino People and Cultures, Intermediate Chinese, Cultures of East Asia, etc. So when I read this, as an educator, I see these as very important offers and electives for kids or for students who are interested in learning language and histories of other cultures. Thank you.
You, senators.